Today, we are going to talk about accidents and injuries. I'm sure you have hurt yourself before when you fell. What causes a person to fall? They may slip and fall. Trip and fall. Trip over something like a cable. Or trip down the stairs. When you fall, you may scratch your arm. You may graze your knee. You may scrape your elbow. Sometimes, if you are not careful, you could sprain your ankle or elbow. You will say, I twisted my ankle, or I sprained my ankle. If you sprain your ankle, it will start to get swollen. You will say, I got a swollen ankle, or my ankle got swollen, but it's not as serious as the next one, which is to break your leg or break your arm. You will say, I broke my leg, or I have a broken leg. Sometimes, if you walk into something or bang into something, you may hit your head. You will say, I have a bump, or I bumped my head, or I banged my head. If you bang your head, then you will see a kind of bluish purple yellow spot on your skin. That's really sensitive if you touch it. That is called a bruise. You will say, I got a bruise on my head, or I bruised my head. When you are cutting things for dinner in your kitchen, be careful not to cut yourself. If you cut yourself, you will say, I have a cut, or I cut my finger. When you cut yourself, there will be a lot of blood, and then you will say, it's bleeding a lot. Another common problem that can happen in the kitchen is that if you are not careful, you could burn yourself. And you will say, I burnt my hand. Next, we are going to take a look at treatments, remedies, and cures that can help people to get better or recovered. The first one is to get plenty of rest. Rest means to sleep and relax. Another common way to treat health issues is with medicine. There are many different types of medicine. The most common would be pills or capsules. If your health issue is really bad, then you will have to go to the doctor. If you cut, scrape, or scratch yourself, you need to cover the wound with a plaster. If you hurt yourself badly, you may need to put a bandage on your wound. The next type of treatment will be lotion, ointment, or cream. You can apply ointment on your knee. If your knee starts to become really swollen and hurt, you can put an ice pack on your knee. If the medical problem is really bad and you need emergency medical assistance, the special vehicle that's coming to help you is called an ambulance. And the name of the people who are working on the ambulance are called paramedics. Paramedics. They sometimes carry a patient on a stretcher. A stretcher. If someone has something wrong with their legs, they will use a cane to help them walk. Similar to a cane, if someone has broken their leg, they will use crutches. Crutches. If someone has broken any part of their leg, they will get a cast. You will say, my leg was in a cast for 6 weeks. Or you can say, my leg was in plaster for 6 weeks. If someone cannot walk, they will use a wheelchair. If you know someone who is sick or injured, do you know what you should say to them in English? The first one is, get well soon. Get well soon. The second one is, I hope you feel better soon. I hope you feel better soon. The final one is a bit formal. I wish you a speedy recovery. I wish you a speedy recovery. So next time you know somebody who is sick or injured, please try using one of these expressions. See you later.